Have you heard of the term normal weight obese? In this video, I'm going to explain what that stands for. Obesity means an expansion of the fat tissue which causes inflammation. Fat mass is a dynamic endocrine organ producing various hormones such as leptin, adiponectin, tumor necrosis factor, IL-6 and IL-1, all of which play an important role in the onset of heart disease and diabetes. Metabolic syndrome has been examined in those with a high body mass index or BMI, but BMI fails to address body fat distribution. Central obesity or visceral fat accumulation correlates with the possibility of developing diabetes and heart disease. So those with a normal BMI and high body fat will also be at risk for metabolic issues. A new syndrome has been identified called the normal weight obese syndrome. Now this syndrome is characterized by a normal body weight and BMI but a high fat mass showing signs of the metabolic syndrome. They are also called as metabolically obese. The typical profile is a high amount of visceral fat, low muscle mass, low insulin sensitivity and high triglyceride levels, adding to the liver fat, thereby causing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or NAFLD. Now, NAFLD is a significant risk factor for developing cirrhosis. Visceral fat or fat within the abdominal cavity accounts for only 7 to 13% of the total body fat, but it plays a far more important role than subcutaneous fat or fat sitting under the skin in causing NAFLD. The good news is that visceral fat is very responsive to lifestyle changes compared to subcutaneous fat. NAFLD occurring in normal weight individuals has been reported in children and adults. It appears more frequently in Asians. Now, Asians generally have a higher percentage of body fat and visceral fat compared with people of other races of the same age, gender, and even BMI. NAFLD is characterized by high triglyceride level from a diet that contains large amounts of carbohydrates, stimulating insulin. Now, insulin further stimulates cholesterol production by regulating HMG-CoA reductase, a key enzyme in cholesterol production. So carbohydrates, that is glucose and fructose, are a major stimulus for liver fat accumulation, even more than dietary fat in isolation. Glucose is transported into the cells by an insulin-dependent transport system, but fructose is almost entirely cleared by the liver independent of insulin. A high fructose intake is associated with increased triglycerides. All these events together cause oxidative damage to the liver. So how can we manage this? Firstly, reduce the total carbohydrates. Consume more fibrous carbs from vegetables, nuts, and from whole pulses. Reduce the intake of fruits. Alcohol must be completely avoided. Intermittent fasting combined with a low-carb diet can reduce triglycerides. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity and helps reduce total body fat. Compounds like vitamin E, N-acetylcysteine and S-adenosylmethionine have been studied for their beneficial effects. Always consult your doctor or a registered dietitian before taking any kind of supplement. The dosage, timing and type of supplement are important considerations. They may interact with certain medications or could make your liver function worse. Sleep deprivation sends fat to the belly, adding to the visceral fat compartment. So focus on sleeping better. And lastly, coffee. Coffee has been studied for its liver protective benefits. Hope this information was useful. If you like this video, please like, comment and share. You may also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more updates.